Whether it has been at home, at work, at school, or just while hanging out with your friends, the word diversity always comes up in conversations. California is currently one of the most diverse states in the nation. We have both the largest Asian and Hispanic populations in the country. Also, Los Angeles is currently the city with the most American Indian population in the nation than any other city in the United States. We all hear that diversity is important to our society. We hear this word being thrown around during talks about affirmative action or immigration reform. But what exactly is diversity? According to the Oxford American Dictionary, diversity is showing a great deal of variety. So although we always limit our thinking to diversity being about racial or ethnic issues, it also has its fun side. It can be about what you eat, what you watch, what you wear, or what you think. And diversity is everywhere, even in youth and government. What's the first thing you think about when you hear the word diversity?
I think of like a mixture of races. Yeah.
Do you think there's enough diversity in youth and government?
Yeah, I love it. I love all the diversity, and there's a lot of different type of people, and I love meeting new type of people.
I'm with Ressa Goldberg. What do you think about when you hear the word diversity?
I think diversity is accepting others for who they are.
Do you think there's enough diversity in youth and government?
I think there's plenty of diversity here in Sacramento and in youth and government.
Do you think there's the same kind of diversity there is here than there is in the state of California?
I think so, but it's the top percentage of the people at our schools doing youth and government, so I think we have a lot of diversity.
All right, so we're here with Elvi. So, what's the first thing that comes to your mind when you think about the word diversity?
First thing that comes to mind when I hear diversity is mostly, the mixture of races and how everyone gets along, and just, I don't know.
And what do you think is the biggest ethnic group in California?
I think that there's not a certain amount of, certain persons, a group that's big. I think there's a lot of races that mix together, and that's what actually leads to diversity. I don't think that there's a certain group that overall is, dominant.
I hear the word diversity, the first thing I think about is like a mix of cultures and races and just like a bunch of kids like having fun. I don't know.
Do you think there's enough diversity in youth and government?
Yeah, I do. I think it's awesome. I always like meet new kids and like they tell me about like their backgrounds. It's awesome. I love it.
So how long have you been part of youth and government?
This is my 33rd year.
And through all those years, how have you seen the diversity around here? Like, how has it been?
I think probably when I started, we probably had about 10% minority participation, and the board has been committed to increase that participation throughout the years.
So do you think you've done a good job? Do you think it could be more diverse?
I always think it could be more diverse. Currently, on our last year's diversity report, we were at about 36% minorities. That is not good enough. The board is committed to reflecting the population of California, which is, approximately 50% diverse. And so we work very hard. The board works to encourage participation from YMCAs that serve underrepresented parts of our community. So we're working towards it. We put a lot of scholarship money into economically challenged areas, and we hope that we'll have more each year, and we have done pretty well. So we're kind of up at about 36%, but it should be more. One of the ways that we would be helped is if delegates and advisors would state their ethnic background on the registration form, and a lot of kids and some put a D for declined to state, and that doesn't help us compile our statistics because then they're taken out of the equation.
This morning I interviewed Mark Helm. He was youth governor in 1974. He said that back then, YNG wasn't as diverse. There was a presence of minorities because in 1973, there was a woman governor, and there was a black woman in his cabinet. He said that there were some new groups from Southern California who talked a lot about the issues of the gangs in Los Angeles. Although these delegates were there, YNG wasn't as diverse as it is now. What do you guys think is the biggest ethnic group in YNG?
I have no idea. I've seen all types of people.
Yeah, it's pretty diverse. I don't think there's like one main thing.
Because it's California, like it's a really diverse state, so same.
Yeah, I think that because you see so many different ethnic groups, it's hard to say which one is a main one because there's so many different ones here.
And what do you guys think about when you hear the word diversity?
An old wooden ship.
Just a large group of people coming together who are very different.
Yeah, I just think of like different ideas that everybody can put together. I don't know.
Yes, basically the same, different ideas, people coming from different backgrounds, all coming together under YNG.
Alex McDavid, a delegate from 1971 to 1973, was here. He said that he thought that the diversity in YNG is pretty good in general, but that it could be better. He thought he should broaden, or that the program should be broadened to receive more kids from different areas and to increase scholarship money to get more kids from other places to come, and also to start new programs in areas that aren't reached out to right now. He also told me about the rivalry between SoCal and NorCal, and he told me how it started. He said that before the 25th year, NorCal and Southern California were separated into two different regions, and every year they wouldn't meet up. Instead, they would have a governor from Northern California be voted in, and the next year it would be a governor from Southern California. In the 25th year, they both combined, and that's when pretty much the rivalry started. So what do you guys think about the NorCal-SoCal rivalry that's going on?
I think it's quite fun, actually, and I think it is used to bring different delegations together, like all the NorCal people, like you automatically have something in common as like SoCal people, just like a unifying thing.
I agree with her. It makes cheers a lot more exciting at Bob 1 and 2. You know, you can all get together with your NorCal kids, even though you don't know them, and cheer together.
Yeah, it's fun.
I think it's like a healthy sense of competition, I guess, and it's fun.
Are you guys strong supporters of the rivalry?
I guess.
Yeah, SoCal's way better.
Go NorCal.
If someone starts it, I'll definitely go with it, but I don't think I'd be one to start a cheer like that.
So, what do you think about the NorCal-SoCal rivalry?
I think I'm actually from SoCal, so I really like SoCal. But I like that a lot of people are really spirited and so into NorCal and SoCal.
So you agree with the idea of the rivalry?
Yeah. Like, I think that a lot of people have pride for it, so I don't really mind it.
All right. So what's your favorite music genre?
I like reggae.
Reggae, hip-hop, and R&B.
I like acoustic and alternative, I guess.
All right. And what's your favorite genre of movies?
I like stunt movies with a lot of action and martial arts and stuff like that.
I like slap comedy. It's pretty funny.
I just like comedies.
How has youth in government affected the way you think about your favorite music genres and your favorite genres of movies?
A lot of my friends are in youth in government, and I hang out with them a lot, so we listen to the same kind of music and watch the same kind of movies and stuff.
Yeah, everyone I share a room with, we listen to different kinds of music, so it's like coming from it at different parts, and yeah, it just all comes together.
Yeah, me and Kyle, my friend Kyle and my delegation listen to the same things all the time, but I think it kind of makes you think of some songs in more of a political point of view than anything else.
Through this experience, I realized, and I hope that you did too, that youth in government is like a melting pot. People from all different places, whether it's Northern California or Southern California, come together and join as one big happy family. It is such a diverse place that it doesn't matter whether you're a minority or not. Everybody here comes together and joins forces as one.